Margaret. I'm from the Animation and Visual Effects Diploma. I just finished my third year, and I specialize in 2D, namely visual development and illustration. So my diploma, Animation and Visual Effects, is actually, I would say it's like beginner's guide to AVE. Your first step into the AVE industry. So from year 1 to year 3, you learn more generalized things first, like your design principles, your video editing, sound editing, and then later on through the course you will get more specialized. So in my course, there's 3 different tracks. There's 2D, 3D, and VFX. Then you choose which track that you want, and then those modules after that will cater to that specific specialization. Then you move on to year 3, where you've been trained for quite a bit. Then the school will bring you to internships and final year project. I'm particularly proud of my final year project, which is a 4-minute animated short called Hati Manek. I am pretty proud of it because it was, so basically my group was the production team, and we had to pick up where the pre-production team left off. So basically we had to finish this animation to completion within 3 months. And that included things like dialogue recordings, script rewrites. It even included some changes to the storyboard because what they had before we couldn't work with within that given amount of time. So I'm really proud because we were able to pull it off, and I had a really great team with me. They all wanted to see this project to the end with really, really high quality. I really enjoy doing a lot of things actually in my free time, but particularly I really enjoy watching video essays. So just videos on YouTube talking about things like movies or analyzing films or even things like art history, animation history. I find it really interesting. On top of that, I also really like to try different art mediums. So stuff like watercolor painting, oil painting, I want to try. Things like photography, graphic design. I like exploring those things. One class that I really enjoyed was my visual development module in year 2. It's actually two modules, environment and character design, and they were conducted at the same time. So I really enjoyed that because it was a lot of time to play around. They really encouraged us to play around, research, and really play with shapes and colors. So basically, the main task of that module was to make designs for a story that was given to us, also with characters that had descriptions but no images. So we were given a lot of freedom of exploration. So we got to choose a lot of things like the genre, the medium, the color scheme, the time period. It was a lot of creative freedom. But at the same time, there was those restrictions that they gave us, which is we have to stick to the script. You have to stick to this description. So I feel like it was a good balance of both, and I just really love visual development. I believe that SDM has given me a lot of exposure to different fields in animation. So there's a lot of different jobs and a lot of different skills softwares that I had no idea about before going in. And it was great because they really gave me a platform to try out these different things. So I got to dabble in a bit of 2D, a bit of 3D, and a bit of VFX. And through that, it also helped me to decide on things in the industry that I do like, things that I don't, and it eventually reaffirmed my interest in visual development because after looking through the different mediums, the different techniques, it was visual dev is really the one that I find out the most fun in, and I find the most I'm most comfortable in. My internship experience was pretty. I wasn't expecting what I had, but I'm grateful for it nevertheless. So basically, I interned at a small local 2D animation company. But surprisingly enough, for most of my internship, I worked 3D in Blender for a VR project that they wanted to try out. So it was a lot of learning a new software on my own. And yeah, I wasn't expecting that at first, but it really gave me confidence in that I can learn something completely new by myself. And even by the end of my internship, I was able to teach my supervisor a little bit of Blender. So I don't have any clear plans yet, but I do want to start working first. So I really want to apply what I've learned so far as soon as possible. And if need be, I need a degree later on, then yeah, I will consider going to university or taking a course. But my priority is to find work first. One word of advice, I think, is to keep an open mind. Because from my experience, it was myself and my classmates, we all really have a habit of comparing our works to each other. So that can be quite discouraging at times. So I really advise that comparing is going to be inevitable. It's just normal. You're going to look at your work and think it may not be the best. But I really suggest that you, instead of just feeling discouraged, you should learn to learn from one another. Because in all honesty, everyone is here from different backgrounds. They have different levels of experience. So I believe that keeping an open mind and to really learn from the people that you think are better, or even people who you think are worse, I don't know. So it's really going to help you in the long run.